What this pit bull did to this boy left everyone impressed. A thankful family are feeding their adored pet dog Scotch fillet steaks after it alerted them that their 2-year-old son was floating face down in a dam during an afternoon barbecue. Alexander Kenny was found unconscious in a family friend's dam at Nana Glen near Coffs Harbour on the NSW Mid-North Coast by his 9-year-old staffy Layla a fortnight ago. Layla went into the dam to try and rescue Alexander on September 5th before the drenched dog ran back to the house frantically trying to get his father David's attention. Mr. Kenny and his friends rushed to the dam and performed CPR on the gray and lifeless toddler for 27 minutes before paramedics were able to arrive. It's not like in the movies where they splutter water and come to life and everything's dandy. It was the real-life thing and it scared the bejesus out of me, Mr. Kenny said. Alexander was airlifted to Brisbane's Lady Cliento Hospital, where he was placed in an induced coma in intensive care for a harrowing 36 hours. The doctor said, "Be prepared, you may not be taking his boy home, and if you do take him home, he'll probably have some sort of brain damage." His mother, Lisa Brockbank, told the Coffs Coast Advocate, "From a parent's point of view, it doesn't get much worse." But the toddler left doctors in disbelief 48 hours later when he started making a speedy recovery and was able to breathe on his own after being brought out of the induced coma. He woke up and said, "No. We knew then and there that we had our boy back, showing the attitude that he normally has. I think that feistiness kept him alive," Ms. Brockbank said. "It was quite miraculous that he came back so soon and clear and so fine and unchanged." The doctors put Alexander's miracle recovery down to his father's CPR and Layla's quick-thinking instincts. David Kenny told the Today Show, "We're just over the moon, we've won the lotto, we're gonna make some changes and just live life to the fullest. Without Layla, we wouldn't have our little boy with us today. Scotch fillets forever, sweetheart," Ms. Brockbank wrote on Facebook. She also confirmed that Layla was being treated to some fine cuisine, saying, "She's had a little bit more than a schmacko, she's been living on few Scotch fillets." The family returned to their home on Thursday, and Alexander is said to be in good spirits despite his ordeal. This wasn't the first time that a dog has shown its loyalty. A South Carolina babysitter was convicted of child abuse this week because a loyal dog alerted the little boy's parents that the woman was mistreating the child. His father and authorities told abcnews.com. The parents of 7-month-old Finn Jordan suspected something was wrong last year when their dog began to growl and snarl at the babysitter, Alexis Kahn, 22. "We noticed the dog was getting very defensive when Alexis was around. He would growl and stand between her and our son. His hair would stand up on the back of his neck and we knew something was up," Benjamin Jordan said. Kahn had been working for the family for 5 months before the Jordans became suspicious. They had to run a background check on the woman who had held previous babysitting jobs before hiring her to watch the boy while they were at work, Jordan said. Killian, a black lab and German shepherd mix, was generally a docile and friendly dog, and his behavior was out of the ordinary. Finn's parents placed an iPhone under a living room couch to record audio of Kahn, expecting to hear her possibly abusing the dog, according to court documents and officials. What they heard instead shocked them. On the recording, Kahn can be telling the infant to shut the frick up and calling him expletives. The baby's heard crying and noises that sound like slapping and shaking can be heard. "We just couldn't believe it," said Jordan, who immediately took the baby to the hospital to be checked out. Doctors found the boy to be in perfect shape but alerted the police, according to authorities. Initially, officers worried that an audio recording would not be enough to press charges against Kahn, but a Charleston police detective interviewed the woman and got a full confession. Almost exactly a year to the day that the Jordans first recorded Kahn, the woman appeared in a Charleston SC court and pleaded guilty to assault and battery. The judge sentenced her to the maximum 3 years in prison, and her name will be placed in a registry of child abusers, preventing her from ever again working with children. "Who knows how many children she has abused or how many people she would have if it hadn't been for our dog," asked Jordan. Killian is not through being a hero. He's currently trained to be a psychiatric service animal. And it's happened again. Dramatic footage has emerged of a modern-day lassie saving its owner's 6-year-old son from being attacked by a neighbor's dog charging straight toward him. Videos viewed nearly 45 million times on TikTok show a German shepherd named Tank initially playing with his young pal in front of their Florida home. Suddenly, a dark dog races toward them from the top right of the screen, with Tank instantly snapping into defense mode. He was not the only hero, with the family's other dog, a pit bull, also tearing out to help chase away the threat. The boy's mom runs out and picks up her son, with Tank joining them for ongoing protection as the attacker is controlled by its owner. The boy's dad shared surveillance footage of the incident to the soundtrack of DMX's Dogs Out, getting viewed more than 20 million times by Tuesday morning. She later shared footage of Tank in his usual environment, playfully rolling on his back as he enjoys a rubber toy.